Hey everyone, welcome to Up in the Attic. And in this video I'm going to share with you a little bit about doing things that maybe you don't like in art. As an artist, I find that I have my favorite kind of medium, I have my favorite things to draw, and for a long time I stuck with just those things and I wouldn't try anything new. Or if I did and I didn't like it, then that was it. I called it quits and I wouldn't go back to that medium. And two different types of mediums that I really have a hard time with are, one is oil painting and two is anything that gets my hands really dirty, which is a lot of things. Mainly charcoal and chalk pastels. I don't like having my hands dirty. I don't like smudging my pictures. I like to have really good control over the medium that I'm using. And so in this video I'm going to discuss a little bit about why I chose to use chalk pastels to color this horse. So first of all, if you're interested in seeing how I drew this horse, I have a tutorial on how I drew this horse laying down, and you can check it over on Art a la carte, and I'll leave a link in the description box below. But this video is really to kind of walk you through my steps. Could I have used something else to color this picture? Definitely. Would it have come out better than what this was? I'm sure it would have. I could have used watercolor, which is, out of all the coloring mediums that I have, color pencils, markers, paints, acrylic, watercolor. I think watercolor is my favorite. Watercolor and I connect. We understand each other. And even colored pencils, I could have done a much better job on coloring this horse with colored pencils. But I chose to go ahead and use, but I went ahead and chose to use chalk pastels for the reason that I'm not very good at them. I don't like them. I don't like the way they make my fingers feel. I sometimes don't like the way things turn out. A lot of times when I try to draw something, it just doesn't turn out, and it's frustrating to me. It's really hard for me to get a crisp line. Everything just looks smudged. I see artists who can use chalk pastel and they make the most beautiful things. I mean, they're just photorealistic. It's unbelievable. And that's why I encourage myself to continue to go back to a medium that I don't like and try it again and keep practicing with it. Even if I, in my mind, ruin a piece or it doesn't come out to be the same quality that I could have if I would have stuck with a medium I know. I push myself to do that because I'm not going to get any better, or there's never going to be a chance for me to even try to get better unless I push myself to use that medium and try it. When starting an art project or using a medium that you've never done before, the best thing to do is to have someone who already knows how to use it to kind of walk you through it, an art teacher or a friend who knows how to do art, to take you step by step, and they'll teach you what the medium will do. If you do this with this product, this is what's going to happen, the cause and effects, and you can learn from their knowledge. But if you don't have an instructor or a friend who already knows how to do this, trial and error is your best teacher. Just getting your hands messy, literally covered in chalk. My hands are just filthy. I can't touch anything right now. But just getting in there and using the medium and finding out for yourself what works and what doesn't work. The ability to layer color upon color with chalk pastel is something that I'm finding very exciting. Like, you can put down black and still take a white chalk pastel and apply white over top of it. If you smudge it or smear it, it blends away very quickly, but if you leave it just the pure, mark on there, it's brilliant white. And that's something I learned new with this piece here, was that I could go back and add my highlights and my shines into things that had already smudged in very dark. So overall, I really enjoyed this piece. I don't enjoy that my hands got dirty. I still don't overall care for the medium of chalk pastels, but I'm finding a new respect for it. And will I try again? Of course. I will continue trying and working with chalk pastels until I come to grips with it and find it's a great challenge for me. It's fun to be able to challenge myself, not just with drawing something new, but using some sort of medium that I haven't used before. So I encourage you guys, if you're just kind of finding yourself in a slump, or if there's a certain art medium that you just don't like, and you might be surprised. You might try it. The next time you try it, you might have an art breakthrough and go, wow, dude, I totally understand how this medium works and I get it. So yeah, that's how, as artists, that's how we grow. That's how we evolve our art, how we improve ourselves as artists. Just not by embracing what we're familiar with, or what we're comfortable with, but going ahead and pushing forward and going into uncharted waters and trying things that we necessarily don't always like to do. So I'm curious, what art thing do you find challenging? Is it a certain things to draw? I mean, do you hate like still life or landscape to draw? Do you find drawing people hard? Or is it an art medium? Like for me, is it, you know, a certain kind of paint that you find difficult to use? Or are you like me or are you the same as me and just hate to get your hands dirty and so you don't like chalk pastels? So let me know in the comments below. What do you find challenging? And then just see if you can find time to work with that medium. So I hope this little video has encouraged you to maybe try something that you don't necessarily like to do with art or use in art. And maybe you want to try that as well. So thanks for joining me up in the attic. And until next time, God bless you guys. Bye-bye.